Okay, I'm John, and this is like the fourth part of the BPO series. So before I get started, I just wanted to let you know that I'm with this incredible brokerage called EXP. I'm also with the Wolfpack and the Ninja Real Estate Agent, and all this wisdom combined is here to help you become a more successful agent. So if this is something that you may want to consider down the line, by all means, reach out, leave a comment below, send me an email, send me a text message. Be more than happy to have that conversation. All right, so now we're to the point in your BPOs where now you're starting to scale. You've got somebody taking pictures for you. You're taking pictures. You got a Pakistani guy that's doing the platforms. Now all of a sudden you can start, it is highly frowned upon that you have automatic acceptors, but then you can start adding those to the to your series. So in other words, BPO comes into your email. You have somebody else that accepts it for you. They take you got somebody else taking the pictures for you, and you're pulling the comps and sending them off to somebody in Pakistan. Now, I'm not condoning this. You get caught doing this, and of course, the BPO companies will kick you right on out. So I would simply say you have to analyze what you and your group want to do. However, I've done over 12,000 BPOs. I have never, ever had an auto acceptor, ever. I have had somebody taking pictures for me, or I'm taking the pictures, and somebody in my group definitely completes my BPO assignments. Now I have to look it over before they get sent back to the banks. But and I've done thousands of my own BPO. So when I look over BPO, I can see pretty much it's good to go. Will you get repeat assignments from the banks? Absolutely. There's no reason why you don't accept them because you did them within 6 months. I would accept and let the chips fall where they may. I've done a lot of repeat assignments. However, if you do this right, say you got RR Review, say you got Clear Capital, maybe you picked up Meridian, maybe you picked up Zome, Republic. There are a few other ones you could pick up. BPO Fulfillment. There are a lot of them, and they're up and they're down and they're gone. They're here and they're gone. So the BPO companies change all the time. But you could possibly do 25, 30, 40 BPOs a month standing on your head. It's really that simple, and it doesn't take a lot of your time. It may be 2 hours a day to figure all this out. So you can take as much as you want or do as little as you want. It just depends upon you. Here's the other caveat too. I've done so many BPOs in my lifetime that the REO asset managers have actually reached out to me. And I'll never forget, I had one that said, hey, can you do this quick BPO for us? I'll give you the next assignment that I get. And I was out doing that BPO. It was the best BPO I've ever done in my life. And needless to say, I got the very next assignment, which started leading into about 10 to 15 assignments a year. Then all of a sudden the pandemic hit and REOs went up the wall. Hopefully foreclosure starts back up. They're still around. There's still plenty of opportunity to get involved with the asset managers. I will say this about asset managers, and I'm going to equivocate this to my casting directors and I am a retired actor. So my casting directors are all young girls. And what do young girls do? They grow up, they get married, they get pregnant, and then they're out of the business. The casting directors are no way. Once you get involved with a casting director and you like them, and all of a sudden you're booking everything, they get pregnant, they get married, they get pregnant, and they're gone. Asset managers are no different. They're in and out of the business, they move around, and they usually don't carry their list of realtors with them. So it's always a fresh start every day, getting your stuff together. The one thing that remains true to all this stuff is that you're doing a BPO company, you're doing a BPOs for the companies. So always keep everything up to date, keep all your BPO companies up to date, keep your E&O up to date, keep all that stuff up to date. And then you'll continuously have a source of income on those times when you don't have a listing or you don't have a settlement. You still have a multitude of BPOs, and what's more fun, making $5,000 a month on BPOs. And of course, as you're listing houses and selling and all that, you can scale back or scale up. So that is, scaling your business. There's a couple of errors that I would Definitely recommend you not do. And this is all on you. I mean, I had a course on BPOs that I did, and you can do what you want to do. There is a program out there called Track My Foreclosures. It's a macro program. Basically, you take it, literally will fill out the BPO in about 30 seconds. It's $40 a month. You can use it. They highly recommend it that you don't use it because it's not 100% accurate. You have to check over. Using other people to take your pictures, using a third party to complete the platform is a no-no, is a definite no-no. But you scale your business any way you want. That's what I'm saying. I'm not an advocate to what's right and what's wrong. I'm just saying you got to do what you got to do. Um, you will. That'll be the next video. So we'll catch up on the next video. Okay, so now we're back for part 5 of your BPO series, and just like the cam review on this thing, it's not, it's not. You will absolutely 100% run into challenging assignments where for $40 you're thinking this just ain't worth it. You won't be able to find comps. There won't be any listed comps. The solds are too old. You might have whoever's on the other side being really, really difficult with what they want. Or you might have some new people in there that don't know what the hell they're doing. And you can tell when they start asking you questions, or you have somebody over at RR Review go, what the hell is SQ? That's square foot, baby. It's square foot, square foot. So you will definitely run across challenging assignments. A good news is a lot of times if you go back to them and you say, hey, listen, can you recommend something to me? I'm really having a hard time finding comps. The good news is they'll send you a couple of houses that closely match what they're looking for. And you just look up those houses and you put them into the platform. So that is you will run into a challenging assignments. Also, I have never, ever, ever paid attention to my grade in any one of these BPO platforms. They give you grades of how well you're doing, and I've never paid attention to that one time. Not one time ever that I look at that and go, okay, all that stuff is for internal use. You'll get it on occasion and you'll say, man, what the hell are they talking about? I mean, I finished on assignment on time, and yeah, so you'll run into difficult assignments, you'll get bad grades, and you'll keep on trucking. I will say this while we're here to maximize the amount of money. If you don't feel that the BPO that you're going out to take is worth $45, you can always submit a quote. If you don't want to do it, you can submit a quote so high that you don't want to do it and be surprised when they give it to you. I didn't want to do this BPO to save my life. It was so far away. I live on the west side of the Chesapeake Bay, and there's a long drive about 150 miles to the other side of Chesapeake Bay. Now, as the crow flies, it's 15 miles, but it's a 150-mile round trip, and I really didn't want to do the BPO. And I put a quote on there, and I'm embarrassed to say it. It was like $600. I just didn't want to do it. So when they came back and said, yeah, go ahead and take it, now all of a sudden it's a day trip. It's a day trip. So don't be surprised if you can quote a BPO higher. And if you feel as if there's a toll or it's going to require more gas or more time, by all means, quote higher, and don't worry about it if you don't get it. All right. So herein lies here's another caveat to doing BPOs. You're learning about a neighborhood, and you're going into a neighborhood to take a BPO. I've been stopped before by the neighbors. They ask me why I'm taking pictures. I've been stopped before by the police department asking me what I'm doing in certain neighborhoods. I have never been stopped when I ordered magnets that had my, EXP logo on there, my face, my number, and all that. I have never, ever been stopped in that truck with that magnet on the side of that truck. Ever, 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 ever. When I didn't have the magnet on there, I get stopped. So best way to never get stopped is put that on the side of your truck. Here's another caveat. You can get with your lending partner, and they can make up door flyers. And while you're out taking the pictures, you can go up 5 houses each way and hang your door flyer. So now, you're in a neighborhood, you're hanging door flyers. It's a way of lead generating. Another thing of getting these is, the banks will start assigning you houses, or the person in the house that you're taking picture of happens to catch you, and then you can simply slip them your business card, or I would say don't give it to them then, or mail them a letter later on and saying, hey, how can I help? So that's another way of generating business. I have made so much money with BPOs, and I'm happy to say that my grades are really good with all the BPO companies. I've gotten hundreds of listings because of them. I've met tons and tons of people. I've gotten help. I've met tons and tons of agents. I'm here with eXp Realty, and I know I've no shortage of people contacting me about these BPOs and how to get started. It's a really good way of making money. And, feel free to, I don't care what brokerage you're with. And if EXP is even on the horizon, I'd love to have a conversation with you. But with you making money here and immediately starting making money, the BPOs really seem to be a good way. It definitely leads into the REO assignments. It definitely leads into when you're finally there being able to purchase these houses. You know, a short sales makes a great purchase and then you fix it up and turn around and rent it. And this is giving you eyeballs on something you otherwise wouldn't have eyeballs. So I'm happy to have brought this to you. If EXP or you just want to chat or just have a conversation, you got some questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I do have some material. I have like a resume. I have some asset managers, emails and phone numbers that, you know, I can give away. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, BPOs are relatively simple. I put together a course on this stuff, but I just didn't have the heart to charge anybody for it. So yeah, so I appreciate you being here. And this is just kind of a quick, I'll probably dive into this different stuff a little bit better later into different videos, but I'm glad you're here. And please, by all means, hit the like and subscribe button. You'd be doing me a huge favor. Leave a comment down below. Some of this stuff feels like it's old and antiquated. You know, I mean, so thanks for being here. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next video.